Hi, so I'm Mary Toon, and anybody that knows me knows how much I actually quite literally hate recording anything. However, with everything going on in the country and all over the world right now, I feel compelled to. So, quite a few things have happened. Um, I spent 23 years in the military, and during all of those years, I never really paid attention to anything political. And I know that probably seems counterintuitive, like, oh, well, you were in the military. Surely you kept up with things. But the reality is, it was easier for me not to. No matter what, I was going to be doing what I was told. We all, as service members, took an oath to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And I think that that is why I am so heartbroken and in this place of, I don't even know what to call it right now. But what I do know is that I'm appalled and I'm upset. And I haven't quite figured out what that means for me or my family, but I knew it was going to be bad when literally the day that Trump was inaugurated, he let all of the insurrectionists from the January 6th event at the White House go. Just let them go free. And he was the one that incited all of that, anyways. And that prompted me to start paying attention. And just from then on, it's been nothing. Not that he was ever honest to begin with, but it's just been lie after lie. And everything is trashing relationships with our allies, trashing our economy. Yeah, I don't even know. So I don't know why people in general just don't want to help other people. And I think that's where I'm so caught up and where I have such a hard time. And that's probably why I've always leaned democratically, because at least for the most part, they seem to lean toward helping other people regardless of the reason why they're where they're at, right? So part of also what has prompted this was yesterday I was on the way home and I had two of my boys in the car. And out of nowhere, my 8-year-old says, "Hey, Mom, do you care about homeless people?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, of course I care about homeless people." And he said, "Well, why don't you ever give them anything?" And it was like he wasn't meaning to be snarky. He was just curious. You said you care, but you're not doing anything. He's right. I said, "You're right. I'm not doing anything. So maybe we can come up with a plan and we can make some care packages and we can keep them in the car. And then when we see people, we can give them to them." So that was yesterday. We haven't made our plan. But it got me thinking on this larger scale of we have to be there for one another. And we have to stand up for what is going on is wrong. And people should be super duper alarmed that I am saying something. Because I never say anything. Like that should be sending alarm bells off in everybody's head. And I don't understand why people, and it seems to be people who voted for him, either want to stay under a rock or they want to keep defending him. You wouldn't let him in your frickin' house with your daughter, but it's cool for him to be president. And nobody will ever convince me otherwise, because he would never go near my children, and especially not my daughters. Oh, wait, he wouldn't anyways because they're black, which is a whole nother problem. Are we living in the 50s and 60s? What have we even worked for? I literally feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. And at this point, I'm happy I still have a job. I don't know how much longer that's going to last. I'm just thankful each day. But what about the people that already don't? Our entire government has done nothing but shit on government employees and anybody working for the government, which, oh, by the way, is like 30% veterans since he took office. Yet, government civilian employees pay taxes just like everybody else does. So, why shit on them? Why shit on veterans? Why shit on people on Medicaid? I'm tired of it.